Hello my friends, I welcome you all to the Creative Thinkers Hub channel. Today we are going to be learning how to illustrate from an image. From that we are going to be taking this particular image from pixels.com, man with a cap. Okay, we are going to be taking this image. Okay, so we download this image and say okay. Okay, so it's from Joan Menta. We open the thing, pull it down and we place it in Corel. Now what are we going to do is that we are going to illustrate this particular image and we are going to go ahead with this. So for that we get into Docker's objects. Okay, so you get this page thing. Now why we are doing this is because today we are also going to be learning how to work with layers. Now my friends, let me warn you, while I'm resizing this, is that this video is going to be lengthy, but if you stick to it, you're going to learn a lot. Okay, so we resize this, place it in this container, power clip, place inside container. Okay, and now we go inside and select the area where we want our image to be. Okay, so this is what we want it to be like, and that's it. Okay, so we close the power clip and we give, now what we are going to be doing is we are going to take layer 2 and in layer 2 we are going to make the cap. Okay, so saying that, let's rename layer 2, we rename it cap. Okay, and now what we'll do is take the tool, the Bezier tool, and draw the cap. We are going slow right now. Okay, but then as you see the video progresses, the speed of these things is going to increase because there is going to be a repetition of how you're going to do the selection, how you're going to work with this, how you're going to take the Bezier tool and convert it. Okay, and so therefore the speed will slowly keep increasing. This is a 2-day long illustration. It's not going to be so this. Then too, I have really, in each and everything, I want you to go in depth on this particular thing, learn that how I'm using the layers, how I'm using the mesh. Please watch it at 0.25 the speed. Okay, so it will be really helpful to you. Skip. Okay, so now what we are doing, we are adding nodes. Select all the nodes, convert them to curves and move it this way. Sorry, we control Z this. Okay, only select these nodes and see, now you get a smooth cap. Okay, so we are done. Now what we do is that we even take this point and we need to curve this also because that's the shape of the cap, and pull this down slightly. Okay, now once we are done, now we are going to start creating the other parts. So we'll move quickly as I promised. Okay, and then this is how the second part is done. And don't worry about that, just trim it. Okay, so you will get the perfect area. And now we have made the rest of the cap. This is the last part. Okay, and same way we trim it and it's all done. So the cap is complete. So coming here, now we get into a mesh tool, and working with the mesh is the most important. Today you will be learning two major things: mastering layers and mastering mesh. Okay, please, I request you, if you're really serious in taking this forward, you have to make sure that you learn how, you see this video till the end. It's very, very, very not interesting. It actually tells you how to illustrate. Okay, so please see this video till the end. It's very good. It's very important. So this is how you keep checking that your mesh has got color or no. Okay. Now there are two ways of filling colors in the mesh. Okay. I'm illustrating the first part. That is, now what I'm doing is that I'm adjusting the mesh, okay, to where I want it to be, and then I'm clicking here and using the pick tool, and then coming here and taking the color, okay, by add color, and I'm adding colors that way. So this is a slightly lengthy method. Now we know only this part is remaining, so we just click here and now we fill the color here. Okay, this is a slightly lengthy method but also works. Okay, so this is, now we adjust all the nodes so that it makes our required shape and fill all our colors. Now once we make it 100%, you see that's the cap. Once that's done, now we do the same for the rest. But before that, let's make our stitching. Again, the stitching should just be aligned. Select all that, just come here and do this and delete the unnecessary nodes that are there, because you want the curve to be nice and smooth. Okay, adjust nodes if need be. And once we are done, we, okay, so this is it. Now what we do, we come into the line. Here the stitches are very obvious. We select the color, add to palette, come here, okay, select the line and you right click, okay, and give the line the dash look. So that's where you get the stitching look. Fine. And now we increase the thickness from hairline to 0.5 and that's complete. Okay. Now in the same way we do the rest of the cap. I'm just skipping it because it's just a copy paste and working with the mesh. You see that? Now what we do, we group the whole object of the cap and make it one object. Now we are going to work on the face. So again, make a group, make a layer by the name of face and we construct the face. Again, don't worry about the outer edge. Okay, that will be adjusted. Adjust the lines of the face. I'm going slightly slow so that you know exactly how to basically, trace around the face and how to make the object. As and how we progress into the video, we shall speed this up. Now you start trimming. Okay. Now as you have trimmed quite a lot, you will see that now these, you see the nodes? Yes. So there you start deleting nodes and just come here and make this straight. Okay. The ear is yet pending. You have to make the ear and we are done. Okay. So now what we have done, we have also added the eye, which was made in the same way that we had made the face, just to save some time. The eye and the eyelashes. Now what we are going to be doing is that we are going to cut certain elements. So this is how you trim it. Okay. Oops, sorry, wrong way. And you trim it this way. Select the object, give it a nice shape, and match the behind one with this. Okay, got it? And now we select the eye, and now we are going to give these little dots also that happen just in front of the eye. And now we are going to start trimming. So we trim the circle, and now I will just take this a little faster now, the video, because we are going to fill color. My friends, if you let me inform you that making this video, this illustration has taken me approximately 2 days, and kind of cutting it down to only half an hour is a task. Half an hour, 40 minutes is a task. So I don't have an option but to speed it up. Now this is how you select color. See, now look at this very carefully. This is how you select color, and I get the finish of the eye. Now the behind one is green. Now we page down it so it comes behind. Now selecting this color is extremely important. Come here and select the dark color. Okay, and give it a good transformation edge. You see that now it's blending. Okay, otherwise it won't blend. Now give this slightly a lighter color so that the green tinge that is there stays. Now use our transparency tool to create this effect effectively. Now we work on the eye. Okay, so page down again and give it a color. Now this color also is not this, you will have to work with that. Make this slightly bigger and trim it. Okay, and adjust the eye. Once we are done, now what we are going to do is that we give this a slight blue tinge, because all our eyes, they are not flat white. They have this slight blue tinge. So give it a blue tinge and do the same for the other eye also, with the same type of fill, same type of uh, effects and transparency and everything. Now fill these and make them green, and give this also a color by using the pick tool. Now I'm using the pick tool slightly differently, if you notice. Okay, I am using the pick tool from the uh, image itself. Now put this here. Okay, now give it a fill. We give both of them the same fill. This one, yeah, that dark color. We choose this and we put the gradient fill. And now what we'll do is move down, take this down. Why? Because now we want to pick color. Okay, that this is my one color. Come at the other end and pick the color at the other end. You see that? Now that's how you get it. Sorry, I pressed OK before. Sorry, I pressed close before pressing OK. So these errors also might happen. Don't worry, you can always do it again. So I've left my errors as and how whenever I have made some, I've left it so that you can learn. Now use the circular fill transparency, circular transparency, and give this a circular transparency. Once that is done, we are complete. Same way you do this one also. Okay, and give it a circular transparency. So we work in the same fashion. Come here. I'm redoing it slowly so that you can see this. Got it? And again get into transparency, circular transparency, and give it a circular transparency with 80% and we are done. Okay. Now what we'll do, give this plain black. Okay. And this will delete. Okay. Right now we'll delete this. We will use this with the mesh tool. Now select the eyes with the eyelashes, cut it, make another layer. Okay. So we're not working on page 2. We had copy pasted this whole thing and we are working on page 1. So get into eyes and paste this here. Okay. Now once that is done, now we will work on the other elements. Okay. So in the eyes, now we make the eyelashes. This is a very smart, effective way. By using the roughen tool, you can also make eyelashes very quickly. Instead of using the Bezier tool all round, if you have to make a lot of them, then use a roughen tool and just rub it on one of the lines and it's done. Then adjust the nodes like how I'm doing right now and we are done. Give it a color and we are done. Okay, so both our eyes are complete. Now lock the face because now we are going to make other elements because the face keeps moving and that's not good for us. Now we are going to take this, name it lips, and now construct our lips. Same way we move with the fill by selecting the color. So upper lip is done. We are doing the lower lip. Okay. So we have got a rounded effect of the lip. So we are going to now work effectively with mesh tool as well as the gradient. So gradient is done. Now we add the mesh. Oh no, we need to add a more closer mesh. You see, this is R&D. Okay, you will have to work on this time and time again till you get your desired effect. Now this is exactly how my lip looks. Okay, and now we work on the upper lip also in the same way. Okay, we work here. Now the nose. Okay, now nose we are going to be working very differently. We will just make lines. Okay, so these artistic media tool that we will be using, we will make lines with the different artistic media tools. Select the thick one, opposite end, sorry, and give it a thickness. Now once we are done, this is how this will look. Okay, now what we do, we get into lips and now we will also put these lines on the lips as and how we want them. Now we work on the gradient of the upper lip. Delete all unnecessary nodes. Okay, it's extremely important because your mesh will get screwed up. You see, I've got a nice smooth mesh. Otherwise, your mesh will connect anywhere and anything will happen. So deleting of nodes is very important. So in the same way, we have made a upper lip. Adjust this dot and that is complete. Okay, so our lips are complete, nose is complete, eyes are complete. Now we start working with the face. Okay, now what we are going to do is we are going to come here, change our default graphic thing, and now yet, oh, this to 0.5 is too hard. we make it 0.5 and make the hair. So here we are going to do with two point line and just make dashes everywhere. You see that? Okay. And now we group them so that we are making our work easy. Group them and keep copy pasting them at different places so that you are not wasting a lot of time. Got it? Select all of them and group it. So we our layers are reduced. Now we are going to work with the face. Okay. For that, again, what we will do, we come into the face and let's create a lines first. Yeah, with the artistic media tool. And once we are done, put the mesh. Now placing the mesh is the key. You have to place the mesh as per the shape. So this is we just doing putting some things roughly. Okay. And now we select all of them. Let's do one thing. Let's remove everything and we start all over again. Okay. We put this here. We select a mesh, give it a no fill. Okay. And start collecting color. This is how you keep adding different color and use the pick tool that is in the mesh itself. Okay. So as you are adding this, first work on each and every part of the face and keep adding the mesh. I repeat again, please watch this at a really low speed. I'm specially doing the mesh in each and every one of these things. I'm not showing you a already colored image. Okay, I'm taking the trouble. The simple reason being that I want you to understand how the mesh works with the flow of color and how you need to keep adding or deleting nodes to get the required color. And if your mesh is created in the right way, this is how your face will look. Don't you see there is a proper face? Now we use the shine we create with the help of again our pick tool. Okay, come here, pick and drop the color here. Okay, if you look at the colors added down below, there is a huge array of colors. Okay, but that is only what is giving this effect. Got it? So we are done. Okay, so our face is done and now this part is left, so we just put it here. This is the little hair that was left. Make sure that you are in the face while you are adding the hair. Okay, and we adjust this also. Never mind, let it go up, doesn't matter. Okay, and we just put the cap right on top. Okay, so the cap is right on top. Now we work on the background. Okay, fine. Let's keep it for now. We will see what we can do. Now we work on the computer and just make rectangles, convert them to curves, and now the glow. The glow we are going to take the Gaussian blur and reduce it tremendously. Okay, and this is the glow that we get. Fine. So this thing here and take the 3-point rectangle tool, rotate it, and otherwise let's use the Bezier tool. I think that's better. Okay. So the shape is here. Now we are going to add color. Okay. For this again, what we'll do, we select this color, come here and work on the nodes and we are then the green. Okay. Now which is the green? Select this and Now again, keep changing the transformation till you get your desired color and your position. You see that? Exactly the same. So we are also working effectively on our how to fill the gradient color. Got it? So this is the side panel of the computer. This is our table. We use this color and shift page down. Put it right behind, and this is what it is. Just we'll delete this. This image is not very, the texture is not very good. Okay, we delete it. Now we make our t-shirt. So make sure you make a layer by the name of t-shirt and start constructing it. And we make all our folds. These are all our folds. This is done. Okay, give the t-shirt a color and it's done. Now this is slightly outside, so we push it in and we table and computers. Okay, we make another layer. One, now we'll work on the neck. The neck layer, copy paste this and give another one because it has a double shadow. So it's best to leave both of them independent of each other because a mesh tool might not work so effectively. Now again in this, what we'll do, we fill the colors that we want. Yeah, this is it. And don't worry about the shape. The shape will, we once we put it page down, it will go behind the face. See? So don't worry about that. Now we give this a gradient fill so that the neck rounds up. You know, our necks are round. So we give it a roundish feel by putting these colors. Yeah, this is how it looks. Now, once you're done, put the mesh again, like how we did for the other object. Use the mesh tool effectively. See, now it's going behind. Okay. I think, yeah. See, now this is how the mesh tool might also harass you. Okay. So you have to keep adding the mesh so that you can contain your color within that area. Otherwise, it will blast into unwanted areas too. Got it? Yes. Okay. So now I'm getting my required fill. Now what we are going to be doing is make the collar. So this is the design of our collar, the outline, and we fill color back into this. Make sure you are in the t-shirt, uh, what we call layer, t-shirt layer. And again, like how we have done, same way, keep adding colors into your fill. Yes, now we're done. This looks good. We forgot to add color here. Okay, we let this be slightly darker and adjust the nodes. Got it? So this is how it looks. Fine. Now adjust the t-shirt and the nodes. So I think this is not coming in because otherwise it's working against us. So what we do, that you come here, get into your shape tool and work it as per your face, exactly as per how the face curves are. Okay, yeah, that's good. And adjust the nodes of the collar also, and we are done. Okay, so see, moving the layers, that's why the creation of the layers and keeping all within that selected layer, all our curves and objects within that selected layer is very important. Okay, now we group this, we keep it here. Now why we are doing this? We want to add a little more of the beard because I think he looks very clean shaven from the behind part. So just duplicate this, copy paste, and we are done with his beard in the further part also. Select all of them and group everything. Okay, group all the hair structure. Now, once we are done, now what we are going to do is create. Oh, I think the table is overtaking the hand. No, the t-shirt is overtaking the hand. So we put these layers off. See, this is a benefit. Then name a layer hand, and these are hands of my son. Okay, he's got beautiful hands, and I just told them to place it exactly in the same way they are in the image. And I have now each of the hand work independently. Okay, and how we are going to work around this? Yeah, and check it with the help of transparency tool. You keep working and checking this. Now once a hand is made, use the artistic media tool and make the curves like how we made on the face. So these are illustration shadow lines. Okay, now again what we'll do is reduce the shadow. I think this is too thick. Make it 762 mm for all of them. Okay, and do the others also. Once that is done, you see it's the same. So I've told him to put his hand in the same way. Now we are going to start using the color. So come here, select all the nodes and give them a no fill. But before that, I think let's make a mesh. Can you see the mesh is the key tool to filling color effectively? You might have to even delete the whole nodes and whatever that is there. Please feel free to do that. Okay. Once done, and then you keep creating. So edit the mesh. Working on the mesh is the most important part. Super important. Okay. You have to work on the mesh very patiently. What one hand has taken me, I would at least say 2 hours. Okay, so you have to work on it patiently by adding, deleting nodes, maneuvering with the mesh, and then giving it 100% transparency and filling the color. Now we are taking our face as our reference. Why? Because we want the same glow, green glow on his hand also, while keeping the skin tone intact. Okay, see now this is okay, fine. Do you see the texture coming in? Yeah. So that is where the whole beauty will come. Select all the nails, give them a color. Now we select all of this, select the whole hand and give it a no fill and delete the image. Okay, we are done with our hand. Cut the rectangle that is the table and paste it below. Okay, right in the hand section, put the table. So we don't have an option because otherwise there was a lot of problems. Okay, so we are done with all this. We check all our layers if they are effectively working. Okay, now we size this particular hand and trim it to how much we want. Okay, because we don't want to simply at all keep creating things and working on textures when it's going to be trimmed. Okay, work in the same way like how we did in the first hand, and you will get this final output. Once you keep adding colors, yes, then we and work on the nodes, and this is the output you will get. Okay, I think we need to work more on the nodes. Yeah, yes. Okay, fine, great. Delete these nodes. They are of no use. Okay. See, what is the benefit of these middle nodes now that are connecting from one end to the other? You can actually grab them and put them outside the object also. Okay, if it is really not working well for you. So this is our hand, this is our finger. Adjust these curves that we have done as per the hand, and we are done. And we give this a green color. It's too dark. Let's adjust our nodes and give it. Select this, select the dark gray. Yeah. So we are getting this. Oops, sorry. Okay. So we are getting this kind of an output. Now put the table in its place, activate the this. You see now it's coming perfectly. Now we just take some text to complete this. Write hacked over here. Let's assume he is a hacker, and beware of hackers. Okay. And this completes our whole illustration. So my friends, if you like this video, please like, subscribe, and do not forget to share, because only sharing increases knowledge. Thank you.